The test scores are important, but tests are just one measure of student success.
And right now, Vermont science students aren't measuring up as well as hoped on those tests. This spring, 47% of the state's fourth graders were proficient or higher in science, down 6% from last year's level. 32% of eighth graders were proficient or higher, up 2%, and 31% of 11th graders were proficient, down 2% from last year. The kneecaps focus more on applied learning, where students have to show they understand how the concepts they learn work in different situations. But many curriculums don't prioritize that yet, and the state wants to change that.
We're not preparing kids to take assessments. We're preparing kids to be think like scientists, to be inquiry-based, to be able to take concepts and apply them in reality.
Part of the state's new focus for teaching science is to make it more hands-on, taking it from the books to real situations.
Most of the science education that we all had was sort of memorization. Here are the facts, here are the four possible answers, pick one. What we're asking students to do now is take those facts and then figure out how they're applied in a more relevant and realistic manner.
Viglienzoni stresses students' education isn't just about standardized tests, but admits teachers could be making science more accessible by presenting the material differently, like taking the class outdoors to learn about science and nature and tying science in with language arts. And he says there are resources available for teachers who want to take classes to refresh their own learning.
The current teachers, schools need to do professional development, help them see how applying science not only provides a more interesting and exciting science class, but also allows students to be able to do well on standardized assessments.
Viglienzoni says he's also concerned about the achievement gap between students from lower income families and their peers, and says they are looking at ways to start closing that gap more. Viglienzoni, Channel 3 News in Burlington.